Today, we stand at a crossroads in our nation's history, a Jamaica where too many hardworking people are struggling to survive. A Jamaica where corruption continues to rob the poor of opportunity. A Jamaica where the cost of living rises, hope fades, and ordinary citizens are left wondering when things will finally change. While some grow richer and government buildings rise higher, many families are fighting every day just to put food on the table, pay their bills, and provide for their children. But we refuse to stay silent. We believe Jamaica belongs to the people. We believe every citizen deserves fairness, accountability, and a government that serves the nation before serving itself. This platform is not about politics alone. It is about truth. It is about justice. It is about standing with the people whose voices are too often ignored. We pledge to ask the difficult questions, expose the issues that matter, and shine a light on the stories affecting our communities. We may be one voice, but together we are a movement. Together we can build a stronger, fairer, and better Jamaica. This is our commitment. This is our mission. This is our pledge to the people.
Let us come together as proud Jamaicans.
This is Deeper Jamaica TV. Let's go deeper. Let's seek the truth. Let's stand for Jamaica.
With a hopeful song, through every struggle, through every pain, God's love and mercy still remain. Open our eyes, open our hearts, guide this nation back to your shine through. Jamaica, rise up, God is calling you. From the hills to the valleys, from the coast to the town, we stand together, we won't back down. Faith is our anchor, hope is our song. With God beside us, we'll stay strong. One nation, God, here on Deeper Jamaica TV, we believe that truth matters, people matter, and Jamaica matters. No matter where you're watching from, never lose faith, never lose hope, and never stop believing that a better Jamaica is possible. Together, we will go deeper than the headlines, deeper than the politics, and deeper than the noise, searching for truth, accountability, and solutions. May God bless you. May God bless your family. And may God continue to bless Jamaica. This is Deeper Jamaica TV, going deeper in the truth.
Pull back for Hendrick. Now Tanaka quickly on the scene to, well, win it and then lose it. Guimaraes. Pass through, what a ball, Martinelli! Down the bend, on from the outside, Germany going well. USA.
17.63.
Black is next. He played now asked to make some ground, possibly 6 lengths.
Good evening and welcome to Deeper Jamaica TV News. I am Ishmael Douglas. Thank you so much for joining us. Tonight, here are the headlines for July 5th, 2026. Water problems disrupt operations at Riu Hotel. Local government minister Desmond McKenzie criticizes the media over TCN issue, and more than 50 Cuban nurses are expected to return to Jamaica, that is. Also, Jamaica mourns legendary track coach Stephen Francis. These and so much more when we return. Thank you so much for joining. This is Deeper Jamaica.
Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil. Joint pain, back pain, arthritis slowing you down? Relief is here with Dr. Brown Arthritis Pain and Remedy Oil from Tonian Organics. Discover our full range of natural healing products designed to support your body the natural way. Made with powerful natural herbs to help ease arthritis pain, muscle aches, stiffness, and everyday discomfort. Visit us today and feel the difference. Tonian Organics. Natural healing you can trust.
One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning, authentic Jamaican seasoning, low sodium, no MSG, all natural herbs and spices, straight out a yard, all-purpose, chicken, fish, jerk, available at Broad Meat Food Stores, North Lauderdale, Lauderdale Lakes, Margate and Pembroke Pines, Key Food Stores, Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Bravo Supermarket, Miami, Fort Lauderdale and Palm Bay, FA&M and Price Choice, Miami, Thrifty Food Store, Palm Bay, Food Basket and DNL Supermarket, Palm Beach, Festival, Margate, and the Centerville Food Store, Nassau, Bahamas. Phone 561-946-9941. Email gfedllc@gmail.com. One Love Season to the Bone, your one-stop seasoning.
So flavorful.
Good evening once more, and a special good evening to those watching from in the diaspora. Here are the major stories. Tourists staying at Riu Hotel have been affected by major water supply problems, causing significant disruptions at the property. Guests have reported difficulties as the hotel workers work hard to restore normal operations. Here is the insert.
Several guests at Riu Hotel in Ochorea, St. Anne were left angry as their vacation took an unpleasant turn due to a lack of running water in their rooms. But hotel officials say the issue is restricted to one section of the property and everything is being done to fix it.
Rio guests in the lobby Saturday trying to get answers from the hotel's management about the lack of running water in their rooms. Some of the visitors tell TVJ News that they've been without the precious commodity for days.
We have to literally use the waste basket, fold the waste basket, pour it into the toilet to flush that.
I got moved last night at 10:30 to the area that isn't impacted this way. And this has been since we checked in Tuesday. So last night, only because I made such a stink, such a scene in the lobby, and I said, no, I'll call a lawyer. You can't leave me with no bathroom. You simply can't. Men are going outside, which, hey, God bless them, they can. Women can't do that. And this queen is not going to go into bushes.
It's far from what they'd expected coming to Jamaica on holiday.
If there's no running water, how is the staff washing their hands? I haven't eaten all day because I don't want to take that risk to go into a common area to eat food when there's no running water.
I'm here with about 25 people. We spent over $80,000 to come on our vacation. And it's terrible. I mean, right now my buddy, he is sick, and he don't know if it's because of the food he ate. And I have people from all over the United States came with us, and the situation is bad, man. The toilets are backing up. I have my little 2-year-old son with me. I'm scared that he gets sick. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to rectify. We didn't even want money back. We just wanted the water to be running, but no one is listening.
When contacted, the hotel's management rejected suggestions that the problem was widespread. We were informed that it was restricted to a section of the property. The hotel also rejected claims that nothing had been done, explaining that some of the affected guests were relocated.
And local government minister Desmond McKenzie is warning against the spread of misinformation surrounding the Third Country National or TCN issue. Speaking during a ceremony to hand over new water trucks to the National Solid Waste Management Authority, he accused sections of the media for helping to spread misinformation and to create a false narrative around the matter. Here is the insert.
Another senior member of the JLP administration is defending the government's decision to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the United States for the Third Country nationals to come to Jamaica. Desmond McKenzie says the government will never accept a deal that would harm Jamaicans, and he blames social media commentary for some of the misunderstanding and mistrust around the deal. Details in this report.
There's a thing that we call social media, which for me is the worst thing that could ever have been invented by man.
And so began the minister's criticism of social media in Jamaica. He contends evil people who should know better are using their platforms in a malicious way.
Because something that was developed to advance information and technology has now become a weapon of mass destruction, of propaganda and lies. And we here in Jamaica is suffering from this serious cancer. It is being used to destroy families, people's character, and then it is used in such a vulgar way that even persons who are far, far brighter than me, with university degrees, lawyers, doctors, professors, even ministers of religion, believe the propaganda.
The senior cabinet minister's comments were in direct response to the ongoing discussions about the government's controversial MOU with the USA to accept third country nationals in Jamaica. The deal has not gone down well with many Jamaicans, and some have taken to social media to make their opposition known.
And this government, whatever it does, do it with the interests of the Jamaican people. And this government will never sacrifice the freedom and the democracy of its people. But you're a part of a wide global world.
Mr. Mackenzie was speaking at the handover of 4 new units to the National Solid Waste Management Agency, NSWMA. They take the number of trucks given to the agency over the last 10 years to 130. The trucks will also be used to help with the ongoing cleanup work in some areas impacted by Melissa last year.
So these trucks will be provided to the 4 regions. Each region will have one. And then the critics will say, so only 4? One cocoa full basket.
Antonia Atkinson, TVJ News.
Now, Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says more than 50 nurses are expected to return to Jamaica's public health system. This move is aimed at helping to ease the ongoing shortage of nurses across the island. Here is the minister through this.
First up this evening, over 50 Cuban nurses are expected in the island to help ease the serious nursing shortage in the public healthcare sector.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton told TVJ News today that it should not be too long before the nurses return.
Yannick Williams reports.
Jamaica's public health care system took a hit when the Cuban medical practitioners, including nurses, left after the bilateral program came to an end. Roughly 40 of them had taken up individual government contracts. Now, another set of Cuban nurses have decided to return to Jamaica to take up jobs in the public health system.
Another set which had gone back has applied for permits and have been granted, so we expect some easing there too. How much are you talking about? I'm not sure how many, but I believe it's over 50.
Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says Jamaica has established an international recruiting unit targeting healthcare workers from overseas.
I was in Ghana and my team went back after and they have interviewed and they have some recommendations for a number of Ghanaian nurses to come. They're now talking to the medical council to deal with the approvals. We had interviewed some diaspora persons and that is now going to the final process.
Minister Tufton says Jamaica has also signed MOUs with Nigeria and India. He says in about a month, a technical delegation will be arriving in Jamaica from the Philippines.
Because as I said in my sectoral, I do envision that our health system will be more multicultural in the years to come to fill the gaps. That is not to say we're not providing opportunities for locals to train. The Byron Scholarship provides that opportunity, and a number of persons have been trained on that, and some will come into the system now.
And with all of that, Dr. Tufton says proper human resource management will still be critical if the health system is to operate efficiently. Yannick Williams, TVJ News.
And to some sad news, Jamaica is now mourning the passing of Coach Stephen Francis. The international respected coach and co-founder of the MVP Track Club died Saturday night from a short period of illness. He was 64. He leaves behind an extraordinary legacy in Jamaican athletics. Let's listen to this insert.
I join with the many Jamaicans who mourn the loss of Stephen Francis. Stephen is responsible for a large part of the pride and joy which Jamaicans feel when our athletes do well on the international stage. He was a unique person who used his talents to bring glory to our country and to improve the lives of countless athletes who benefited from his guidance and tremendous expertise. Our country owes Stephen a debt of gratitude. I was really shocked at the news of his passing. Stephen Francis, an iconic coach who also understood the business side of sports. Part of Stephen Francis' legacy is his commitment to contribute to improving the lives of multiple generations as he positioned his athletes to dominate on the global stage and also encourage them to give back to their families, to their communities, and Jamaica on a whole. Stephen was not merely an excellent coach. He played a pioneering role in the formation of the MVP track club. And so on behalf of the government of Jamaica, I join with Prime Minister Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness in expressing heartfelt condolences to his brother Paul, to his friends and colleagues, including Bruce James and the entire team at MVP. We're deeply saddened at the passing of Stephen, and we celebrate his contribution to Jamaica. May his soul rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace and light perpetual shine upon him. And now to the round of 16. Norway edged Brazil by 2-1 today to march on into the round of 8. That is the quarterfinal. And doing battle currently is England versus Mexico. We thank you so much. This is Deeper Jamaica TV News. Thank you so much for joining. When we get back, it is the commentary section.
Welcome to Future Branding Promo Limited, where quality is created. We are your trusted partner for promotional items that don't just carry your logo, but carry your message, your identity, and your brand into the world. At Future Branding Promo Limited, we don't just sell products, we help you build relationships. From embroidery on shirts and more, to detailed printing on promotional gear, mugs, and tech gadgets. We also offer free logos on all pens, from screen print to laser engraving. Let's brand your future together. Future Branding Promo Limited, where quality is created. Contact us today.
Cecil's Auto Services Limited, 1 to 3 Fish Lane, Montego Bay, and 6 Lindsay Crescent, Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston, introducing our new cleaning systems, HHO Carbon Cleaner. No need to disassemble engine parts. 20 minutes can clean your engine. Diesel particle filter, engine and the transmission flush, Go Clean, our steam cleaning system. We also offer vehicle diagnostic scans for motorbikes, cars, buses, trucks, trailers, excavators, and much more. Cecil's Auto Services Limited, doing our part in assisting the global climate change.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday and it is 23 minutes after the hour of 7 in the evening. We appreciate you for being here with Deeper Jamaica TV. How is everybody doing today? We know enough I want to vex, but somebody has to go home. The Viking roar has spoken. So thank you once more. How is everybody? God bless child. Best grandma, Benita, I see you all. Run one list. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Lindell McCormack, how are you? Karen Higgins, Novlet Williams, Donna Thompson. Big up yourself. We are so appreciative of you. I trust everybody is all right. We have quite a show lined up for you. I am currently trying to get to the guest. He did promise me that he will be here, but diplomats always have a heavy plate. So I know he will get here. He's not here yet, but he will be here. And I'm happy that I'm seeing this amount of people thus far. Didi, thank you. Nadine Bailey, big up yourself. But also, tonight, I did make mention, well, not me, but Isat made mention of his the first part of his football competition being launched tonight. And I think it's fitting that we call him to join him live to see what's happening down at Portland. Let me try to call Isat on the phone now so that you can hear what's happening on the ground. Let me see if I can get him. Hopefully he's not. He has his phone with him. Because we need to see what's going on down there, because we say big things as it relates to sports are happening in Portland. So let us see if he is available to speak. Well, I'm looking to see if him live.
Yo,
because him normally live, you know. So if him not live, all right. So he's not live. Wonderful.
Yo, future.
Let me try to reach him to see if he is live, to see if he can answer. Let me see if he will answer, because I know that tonight is a very busy night for him. But we need the as it happens update. We don't want here after, we want here during. That's the best way to receive information. So because he will return the call, I'm sure. He's probably away from his phone. That is okay. He's a busy man. That is so fine. Yes, Jamaica, we have so much to talk about. But let us once more wish. Let us once more wish the whole of the track and field world sincere condolences and ask for us to keep the family of Stephen Francis in our prayers, because this is not, you know, one of the best times for them. So it is in fact with profound sadness that we offer our condolences. Stephen Francis would have been the one to give us some of the greats. Shelley and Fraser Price, Usain Bolt, or Glenn Mills give Usain Bolt. Which one is it? I think Elaine Thompson was with him up until his passing. I don't remember who else, but he is in fact a great track and field coach. But Jamaica, I have two things that I want to discuss. So I think it's fitting that we get on with the show just before the Consul General gets here. Let me message him one more time to see if he is ready. Let me message the Consul General to see if he's ready. All right. So I've been seeing a few things in the media, Jamaica. And let us start with this one.
I don't know how my signature got there, former CEO of the University Hospital of the West Indies, Kevin Allen, as he distanced himself from documents bearing his signature more than a year after he left office. Now, the issue was among those discussed at Tuesday's sitting of the Public Accounts Committee.
Former CEO of the University Hospital of the West Indies, Kevin Allen, was expected to answer questions surrounding documents signed in his name after he demitted office in 2022. Instead, his appearance before the Public Accounts Committee left the members with more questions than answers.
The form that you signed was just for internal purposes. The form that you did sign in advance, just for emergency, was for internal purposes only.
Yes, madam.
However, the form that we're talking about, that is not a form that you had signed and left.
No, madam.
So how did your signature reach on those forms?
I don't know. I cannot explain that. I don't know.
A year after you left.
I am not a member of the team. I have not participated in the management of the organization. I don't know.
During a previous meeting of the PAC, acting CEO of the Jamaica Customs Agency, Kirk Benjamin, revealed there were instances where Mr. Allen's signature was on the C-85 form submitted to Customs for Jackden and Supreme Laundries, two companies which benefited from the UHWI's tax exemption status. However, these documents were submitted for the period 2023 to 2024.
I don't know how my signature would reach on that document. I would not have signed such a document upon my departure. I don't know anything about that transaction whatsoever. So I am clueless where that is concerned, Chair.
He insists he drafted a letter when he demitted office of CEO instructing that his signature be removed from all accounts and other documents. Signatures aside, another issue from the last meeting also resurfaced. Former Chairman Wayne Chai Chung told the PAC that Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton overturned the board's decision to appoint a new CEO, prompting member Juliet Cuthbert Flynn to request the minutes to substantiate those claims. And so, on Tuesday,
the minutes of the relevant periods were checked. Neither the minutes of the board meeting or minutes of the Board of Senior Directors speak to a decision to overturn the appointment of a candidate who was selected for the post of CEO.
To now hear from the UHWI, the minutes, to see that absolutely no such thing transpired. It is more than concerning to me.
While government members of the committee say the absence of the issue from the minutes raises questions about the accuracy of the claims, Peter Bunting issued this caution.
I'm sure members Main and Steve Wright know well that ministers, not all communication go through the minutes of the board. Chairmen of boards can get a clear sense of where of what the wishes of the minister are without it being documented in board minutes. And the fact that they resigned shortly after seems to support the oral testimony or account given by the chairman here at this committee.
Yes, deep divers. Very interesting, I must say. Think of it like this, deep divers. These issues cannot just go under the table like this. We cannot just sensationalize these issues. Think of it like this. That is fraud. And we should allow this man, deep divers, to just not face any consequences. I put it to you that somebody in that hospital knows. Somebody in his office knows who signed that. How you finna know who signed? He has a secretary. Ask his secretary then who signed it. Something all right.
I wonder how
Something all right.
Something all right. Something all right, yeah.
Deep divers, I mean, really think about it. If it is that you have a company and you have a signature, a standard signature, it's either you sign the signature or sometimes if you trust that secretary enough, you will have a stamp and she has hold of the stamp. So maybe a she will be asked then. Maybe it is that we should ask her. Because if it is that him no know who signed it, then him secretary he is a CEO, him don't handle everything. He probably have two, if as so much, or one secretary. He probably has them. I want to touch the hot button topic, but I want to wait until my guest leaves. When he comes and leaves, I touch the hot button topic. It seems as if he's a little bit busy. Yes, yes. Best grandma says she's ready with the pickaxe. But deep divers, let us get into something that I bet you didn't know. And it's sports related. It is sports related. Who knows what is... Let me show it to you. Who knows what is the Jamaica Football Federation? And it's the perfect time we are talking about this. You know why? It's the perfect time because we're in the football fever. So it's only fitting that we give you some information and do a deep dive about football in this country. It is only fitting. It is only fitting. Big up the Brazilians, them. Go home. Go home. We'll leave them alone. We're not go bother the Brazilians, them. Big up the Brazilians, them, anyone of them. Perry, Osh. Yes, deep divers. So JFF didn't make... Let me not say JFF. The Reggae Boys did not qualify for the World Cup. We were all disappointed. But I want you guys to help me identify this man. I want you to help me identify this man. And this is why people always say the world no level. I want you to help me identify this man, deep divers. Please, it's very important. Pay no attention to the lady. Even though them say when you tie the knot, you become one. But pay no attention to the lady. But who is this person, deep divers? I want you to tell me by name. I'm not telling him name yet, Who is this? Tell me the name of that person, please. And why am I putting him up? Because we need to figure out something tonight. We need to figure out something tonight, deep divers. We're just asking some questions. No man, best grandma, not the lady, the guy. Who is the guy? All right, husband, where name? What is his name? Uno no know him name. Uno no know him name. Okay, uno no know him name. We need to know him name, man. Him name is what is important. His name. Me know him name, So uno find it and tell me. Please. Because we're going deep tonight. We're diving deep tonight. Uno know him name. Nobody don't know him name? Nobody at all? Interesting. Interesting. So let me tell you his name. Yeah. Somebody get it. Omar McFarlane. Omar McFarlane is his name. So deep divers. Yay, Lord of mercy. We are going to crack a case again tonight. Dana, Benita, you know what to do. Somebody tell me to dig. What am I saying if you do? Somebody tell me to dig. We are going to Donna with the excavator there. All right. Okay. So I want to show you something. This man say he's a philanthropist, right? And this man, being a philanthropist is something wonderful. Just so you know. Good. Means say you give people money and them thing there. But he did this. Omar McFarlane and his foundation donates 1 million Jamaican dollars to Jamaica futsal. Let me read a piece site and tell you now. Philanthropist and football development leader Omar McFarlane and his foundation made a landmark donation to the Jamaica Football and Scrimmage Association in support of the growth of long-term development of futsal across Jamaica. So if you don't know where futsal is at the smaller version where them play upon court. Like you know, like if you're growing a ghetto, you see them play skimmage, 2 little goal and thing. Futsal. That's what it is. Make a put up back in picture. Him. So him give JFF some money. Wonderful. Clap him. He give JFF some money. Smarty tell me dig tonight. We're asking some questions, you know. That's all we're doing tonight. We're asking some questions. That's all we're doing tonight. We're just asking some questions. So if him give, it means you see something good with the program. So how an investor can now turn and I say this. More you listen to a guan in a JFF. Listen here.
And though I was a bit concerned in regards to the vagueness, and I would say some allegations or what could have been left to be allegated out there. And so I felt fitting, based on your invitation, to come on to the show and at least clarify. I mean, even though they say silence cannot be quoted, I think it's imperative that at times we communicate the facts opposed to just leaving the narratives in place. So with that said, Omar McFarlane, I'm currently in a role as the operations manager at the Jamaica Football Federation. I would have held into the federation a role as the global youth ambassador through last year. And then subsequently was provided a full-on stage job with the federation as the general teams manager, responsible for all teams, in addition to direct responsibility within the senior team as we was on the campaign for the World Cup qualification. And
interesting. I have a caller on the line. Good evening, caller. How are you?
I am good. Good evening.
Thank you for calling. Talk to me.
Yeah. Yes. I've never called your program. I've never called Andre program before. But listening to what I'm hearing now, I've listened to you guys' program. I'm a keen listener of the program. And what I'm hearing now,
hold on. This is hold on. Just hear me. Just hear me.
Good.
Yes. Yes, Jamaica. Forgive me for that just now. Forgive me for that, Jamaica. Yes, Jamaica. So let me play it again for you guys to hear.
And though I was a bit concerned in regards to the vagueness, and I would say some allegations or what could have been left to be allegated out there. And so I felt fitting, based on your invitation, to come on to the show and at least clarify. I mean, even though they say silence cannot be quoted, I think it's imperative that at times we communicate the facts opposed to just leaving the narratives in place. So with that said, Omar McFarlane, I'm currently in a role as the operations manager at the Jamaica Football Federation. I would have held into the federation a role as the global youth ambassador through last year, and then subsequently was provided a full-on stage job with the federation as the general teams manager, responsible for all teams, in addition to direct responsibility within the senior team as we was on the campaign for the World Cup qualification.
So I'm going to ask something now, deep divers. Hi. I'll put you back in picture. So, like when you apply for work, you normally have to give a donation to get the work? I don't know. I ask. Moderators, can you block this person out of the chat, please? Please. I'm just asking you to block that person out of the chat. You know who it is. Just block them, please. Please. Benita, Donna Thompson, you know the name. You see the name. So just remove them from the chat. I'm asking you, please. Yes, Jamaica. Judy, if you apply for work, right? How it is that you can give money. Like giving money is good, you know. So is it that when you give the money, them say, but no, sir, but this is nice. But this is nice. Make we give him the work because him have money. What this mean? What this mean? Look again. Omar McFarlane and his foundation donates $1 million to Jamaica Futsal. And then he's going to be named. Thank you, Katem. He's going to be named. I don't think you understand what I'm getting at, you know. I don't think you understand. Let me run it by you again. Omar McFarlane and his foundation donates $1 million to Jamaica Futsal. And then he's now the operations manager. Something all right. Something all right here.
I wonder how we are going. Something all right. Something all right, yeah.
No, man. Something is afoot. Let me open the phone lines. Let us discuss this one. You know, I was supposed to launch the new number tonight, but it didn't work out. Let us discuss this first. Something a go on. Is it that when him do the interview, them find out him give the money before, and then this is a separate issue? Them just decide to them all give him the work, because them never have nobody. It don't have nothing to do with anything. Help me to understand, JFF. I think that there must be some explanation around this, because this not look good, this not feel good to me. Oh, interesting. Here was somebody said the position was what? The position was what? The position was what? Yeah, big up.
My question I would have asked was that is, what is his qualification to be a technical person in the JFF, and when was that being made as a asking then when I was calling when
Ye-
he made that deal? Was that deal is because he's the only one who is investing in the local football, scrimmage football complex in, or is he that is the one that is responsible for? But what is his qualification?
Mhm.
How that bring Jamaica Football Federation forward? That is the question, right? With me, I get what they're saying so far, bro.
But then Skit, hear my thing no though, Skit. Why does he need to give to the program? And I mean, nothing is wrong with giving to the program, but is giving to the program in any way a correlation to his current role? Did it play any sort of influence? Did it cause any undue influence in his current role? You get what me I say, Skit?
Exactly. Yeah, man, because when I say that again, we need to find out if there was a vacancy available. Was advertised for everybody else to take up the
Interesting
offer?
question. Interesting question, Skit. Interesting
Because
question.
normally those positions will be advertising. We are ahead of time. A lot of people in sporting
Mm-hmm.
fraternity would already know that.
Yes.
As we see them blackout, side black buckler, and many others. So if that position was advertised, probably one of those people probably never be would have interested in himself to the position. But
Yes.
we have to find more about this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We are going to do some more deep dive. We are going to dig deeper into this because your husband a fiance we. Your husband a figure answer we. I'm not sure what is respect, skip. Respect. Respect, big brother. Yeah. I, I am, guys, I'm not sure. I am trying to get to my guest. I am not hearing from him. It seems as if he's having some difficulties. I'm not sure. I'm trying to message him. I'm not even seeing it going through. And I spoke to him literally half hour ago. Well, an hour ago, to be exact. But I'm not getting through to him as we speak. But the show must go on. So when he comes, he will have to apologize to you, and that's okay. But our guest is to be, hopefully he gets here, Oliver Mair. He is the Consul General for Miami, Florida, and the Southern Coast. Hopefully he gets here. If he doesn't, then we will reschedule the interview. That's okay. It happens. Let us continue. Let us continue. Yes. So in relation to this, I ask this question because we want good for our football. So me not say him can't do him work. Me not say that. But what were the procedures in relation to him getting? Somebody said me not making any sense. Somebody said me not making any sense because we need to know when was the donation made and when did he take up the position. I can tell you that he made the donation before he took up the position. I can tell you that. FBI. I can tell you that. FBI 2B JA Queen. I can tell you that for sure. And I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm doing. Anyhow, Jamaica, we will continue to ask the pertinent questions. We will. But we have something very, very interesting to show you. Very interesting. And before I show that particular thing to you, let me refresh your memory about what Audrey Marks said. What did Audrey Marks say about the TCN? Because we have some new information. Official information at that.
Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has broken her silence on the controversial third country national proposal. Speaking at the National Corporate Consultation on Workforce Alignment and Jamaica's Economic Competitiveness at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, she suggested there are efforts to damage her reputation.
It's the first time the minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has spoken publicly on the TCN matter after the leaked diplomatic note. On the 10,000 figure,
we are not crazy. Certainly, I am not mad. I would not go to the United States to do any proposal for taking in 10,000 criminals. And what bothers me is that somehow they seem to have gained traction.
She says at first she thought there was a genuine conflation of the TCN Memorandum of Understanding with another proposal she developed in March 2025 when she was Jamaica's ambassador to recruit skilled workers. But then,
when the sequence of documents became clearer, it was evident that the public had been left with a deliberate, incomplete and misleading picture. It was evident that there was an attempt to do some character assassination. And it is important to note that the person who leaked the information about MOU being signed in the public domain had access to the MOU itself and could have released the MOU that would have debunked some of these allegations. They also had other documents, including the proposal that I had made and that showed how a structured work program would work and how the numbers could be increased. None of those documents were released in the public domain. So this was, again, a deliberate effort to confuse and to cause panic in the country. We need to understand the difference between scrutiny and character assassination. There's a difference between questioning a policy and manufacturing a false personal allegation. And when persons go online to threaten, defame, or allege that a foreign government is bribing a sitting member of the government, they are no longer engaged in ordinary political commentary. So when persons use private accounts or private channels to coordinate public harm, to spread allegations with no evidence, no basis, and no truth, they must understand that they will be held accountable.
Cameron White, TVJ News.
All right. Okay, Madam Marks, Minister. Okay. Okay, Madam Marks. All right. So help me, Lady Marks. Help me to understand why in the Senate, this was a document. I got this off. Let me tell you where I got it from. Deep divers. Let me tell you where I get it from. The Foreign State Senate.gov.us. Unnecessary use of third country national deportation at taxpayers' expense. So they are debating the issue in the Senate in America. Let me read what it says. Let me read what it says. The Trump administration has insisted it must take the extraordinary measure of sending migrants to third countries because their home country will not take them back. When I say will not take them back, I really think I need some water. I'm getting thirsty. Oh my Lord.
Give me one bottle of water. My vitamin in my bag. Me for the grab a vitamin. Give me a bottle of water. Get a bottle of water, me a grab a vitamin. Make a bottle, give a bottle of water. Me a grab a vitamin.
Why am I showing this to you? So if in the Senate, deep divers, this is what they're saying in the Senate, you know. So if at this, them are saying at the Senate, deep divers, let me look for when this was said too. And when this, me not even look on the date because me just said I read a galang. So, oh Lord. So deep divers, I'm going to show you when this was said. It even have some country names down at the bottom. Oh mighty God. Let me show it to you. Make it big. All right. Okay. I make it big, deep divers. Yes, Donna. I make it big, deep divers. Because you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to show you what is really happening. When was this published, deep divers? Let us take a look at it now. Somebody is lying to us. Because she said, she being the minister, Audrey Marks said, she don't know what we are talking about. All right, if she don't know what we are talking about, make sure. So why the Senate to that debate this bill? Let me make it bigger for you so you can see. No February that you see night. No February 2026 that. When she go talk about when did she go? When did she go? This stands to show you that them been know about it. Them just a tell we in a March. Them been know about it. As something them been in a dialogue with. Them know about it.
Never had been seeing this yet. I dare you before my maiden take and we never see it yet. So anybody see them lie? How we never see it yet? I want back everything.
This is what I'm saying. This is exactly what I'm saying. So if that is the case, deep divers, why would the Senate be talking about it? But to go further. Let me find Jamaica's name in the document and show you. There's also another part of the document before I find Jamaica's name. There's also another part of the document, deep divers, that gives you the exact outline of how third country nationals are handled, should be handled, and they use El Salvador as a model. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. It is here. El Salvador as the model. It is there. The Trump administration provided at least $4.7 million to the El Salvadoran government in connection with detention of more than 250 Venezuelans deported from the United States with the use for associated detention costs. The State Department has not made it clear whether the funds have been facilitated through the government's corruption or to house Venezuelan detainees. These Venezuelan detainees are not to have been in El Salvador. So where my talk say? So what my talk say then? What are they talking about then? What are they talking about? That's what I want to know. If it is, deep divers, that the Senate, and remember now, there is a congressional caucus, I think, from New Jersey. I think they are from New Jersey, deep divers. I think they are from New Jersey. And they intend to lobby the government to answer, lobby the US government to answer on this very same issue. So if that is the case, deep divers, that means something off with what them a tell we out here. So then, something off. While we might not know the whole story, they do. That means that them not tell us something for true then. No man, something off about it true. Let us listen to her again. Make we listen to her again, deep divers. Me think something off with it. Let us listen. Let us listen again, deep divers. Me think something off for true.
Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has broken her silence on the controversial Third Country National proposal. Speaking at the National Corporate Consultation on Workforce Alignment and Jamaica's Economic Competitiveness at the Institute for Workforce Education and Development, she suggested there are efforts to damage her reputation.
It's the first time the minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, Ambassador Audrey Marks, has spoken publicly on the TCN matter after the leaked diplomatic note. On the 10,000 figure,
we are not crazy. Certainly, I am not mad. I would not go to the United States to do any proposal for taking in 10,000 criminals. And what bothers me is that somehow they seem to have gained traction.
She says at first she thought there was a genuine conflation of the TCN Memorandum of Understanding with another proposal she developed in March 2025 when she was Jamaica's ambassador to recruit skilled workers. But then,
when the sequence of documents became clearer, it was evident that the public had been left with a deliberate, incomplete and misleading picture. It was evident that there was an attempt to do some character assassination. And it is important to note that the person who leaked the information about MOU being signed in the public domain had access to the MOU itself and could have released the MOU that would have debunked some of these allegations. They also had other documents, including the proposal that I had made and that showed how a structured work program would work and how the numbers could be increased. None of those documents were released in the public domain. So this was, again, a deliberate effort to confuse and to cause panic in the country. We need to understand the difference between scrutiny and character assassination. There is a difference between questioning a policy and manufacturing a false personal allegation. And when persons go online to threaten, defame, or allege that a foreign government is bribing a sitting member of the government, they are no longer engaged in ordinary political commentary. So when persons use private accounts or private channels to coordinate public harm, to spread allegations with no evidence, no basis, and no truth, they must understand that they will be held accountable.
Cameron White, TVJ News.
Yes, deep divers. Yes, deep divers. So I want them to come to me and tell them, why are their names involved in the Senate in February? If it is that they went to talk about it in March. That's what I want them to come and answer. Why is your name in the US Senate in February when you went in March. Just a little sidebar, deep divers. The Consul General will be here soon. I just got through to him. He apologizes for being late. You know, things happen. He is, in fact, a diplomat. So he will be here in about 2 or 3 minutes. But we will continue. So you'll see especially for the diasporans and people who intend to export their skills or import your skills, you will see your Consul General in a few. So call all the members of the diaspora who intend to be diasporans and who want to make that connection. Call everyone because we are going to have a diasporan direct discussion. DDD. You see that? But yes, deep divers. Greetings, Alvaro. Great one. Master researcher. Bless up, my boss. Yes, deep divers. Yes, deep divers. Why sometimes I love you guys, you see? I love you know. So let me see what this is saying. Well, that's why we want them to come and have us know. We want them to come and have us know. Because, deep divers, I can promise you. I can promise you. All right. I can promise you, deep divers. I can promise you. This is deeper than we think. It is. Yes, unknown girl. Him start before me, but, you know. So let us get back to the substantive issue. Before the Consul General gets here. Let us get back to the substantive issue, guys. Please. So, she said, deep divers, that she didn't sign it. I put it to you that this discussion started long before. And they knew exactly what was going to happen. They knew exactly what was coming, deep divers. They knew exactly how it was going to be crafted. They knew. So we are not going to allow them to sell us any story. I'm just trying to confirm with the Consul General. I'm just trying to confirm with the Consul General. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me. Forgive me for the delay. Sorry about that. All right. Let me just assist him a little bit. Copy. There it is. Yes, so he'll be here any minute now. He will be here any minute now. We have to, you know, as a former youth diplomat, Jamaica, I know that there are some courtesies that dictate whenever we have people that we have at a particular, maybe that's not the way I should say it, but courtesy dictates that we show respect to the office, not just of the Consul General, but all offices across our I'm getting a call. Let me just take this call real quick before.
Yes.
Hey, how you do? Talk to me.
Yeah, man. All right. Go. Ask a couple things.
Mm-hmm.
What me ask you? So when a person gets like the government in general, remember, you know, a people you represent.
Mm-hmm.
It's not yourself
Mm-hmm.
and all of the people. Remember that 35 of them in the parliament plus on the opposition side 28 done.
Yes.
So you know 61 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have the country around and have people that guess and spell.
Yeah.
When you have a country and you have people that guess and spell,
Yes.
it's not a good country around. It makes sense you're in a country and people don't know exactly what you're doing from what you're not doing.
Okay.
You're going there to lead the people. You're going to represent the people. You're not going to represent yourself or own a parliament. You're going to represent the people. That's your name, government. Government is a body, it's a group of people. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know,
I agree.
me and the prime minister alone carry the country. That's what you have. That's what you have 35 people on your side, and you have 28 in our opposition side. So that is 61 people. Right?
I think that's 63. Okay. All right. Continue.
You're going to do the country, which is the people in general,
Mm-hmm.
up to the people, get people to know what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go behind the door and do things. And when people start to ask your question,
Yes.
what you doing is like you're like an answer business, like you're speaking behind.
All
I don't
right.
want people to say, no. And when people ask no question, I think I'm going to be like, oh, take Jamaica people fool. People don't need them to
All right.
make people
We
know
will continue this conversation, but I have a guest. I have the Consul General in studio, so as soon as I'm done, I will continue the conversation with you. All right. Thank you so much, though, and you are onto something. All right. Thanks so much. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Jamaica. Finally, we have with us the Consul General. I was going to do a long, because I prepared a nice crafty introduction for the Consul General, but you know, he is a little bit, I won't say a lot, a little bit tardy. I'm pretty sure he'll come and apologize. He also asked me to have you guys follow his social media handle on Instagram. That's Mair Oliver on Instagram. But without further ado, because the time is getting late and I know he wants to go back to his diplomacy, let us welcome Consul General Oliver Mair.
Hi, good afternoon. Good evening, everybody. I'm happy to be on the program.
Good evening.
All right. Yes. Yes. Had some challenges earlier. All right. But I'm here. So yeah, and it's actually a holiday weekend for us. So I've got a little squeeze, give you a little squeeze in at time here from the family, because this is normally a time I would just do a little catch up and but happy to be on the program.
Yeah. Really apologize to take you away from your family time.
No apologies necessary.
Right.
Good evening to all your listeners and congratulations on your program. Yes, happy to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So, Sir Mair, let us start by you telling us first your sojourn into diplomacy, and then we get into the work of the consulate and through your office.
Yes. All right. And shameless plug, I want to ask persons just to follow my Instagram page, Consul General Oliver Mair. That's one of the pages.
It is now. It's now tagged
right?
in the chat, so they'll see it.
Perfect. Okay. So
yeah, man, it's tagged in the chat.
Okay, so I became Consul General in October 2018. Before that, born St. Joseph Hospital, right? Went to Vaz Prep down at Dunoon Road. Started out, lived in Vineyardtown for a little, moved up Ligan East Side, went to Campion, went to Wilmer's sixth form, went to University of the West Indies, and did my master's at Nova Southeastern University through an exchange program they had in Jamaica. Spent my two major working experiences came through Air Jamaica. So I used to work, I've worked in almost every area in Air Jamaica, from customer service, in-flight, human resources, and marketing, right? And then I also did, so I spent a lot of time. So I mentioned that point because my time was under Mr. Bootstrot, Gordon Bootstrot. God rest his soul, but a marketing genius. And so I was heavily involved at many different times in opening a lot of the new routes that Air Jamaica expanded to. Unfortunately, you know the story that with Air Jamaica no longer exists, but I would love to have Air Jamaica come back in the future. That's a personal wish of mine, including many of the ex-employees of Air Jamaica. But then also worked at Jamaica.
Me too, because I never traveled on it yet.
You never travel. No, you're missing something, man. It's something to behold, something to be proud about. To this day, my best work in life was at Air Jamaica. I really enjoyed every second of it. Also worked at Jamaica Broilers, the number one agricultural industry is poultry, because the Jamaican poultry industry is fully self-sufficient. And the number one company in that industry, of course, is Jamaica Broilers, followed by Caribbean Broilers. And so I was able to spend a lot of time there understanding the type of planning you need to create an industry that can have the level of efficiency to feed a nation consistently for over 63 years. And quite impressive. I want to congratulate the Levies. Despite the challenges that they had recently, there has been an excellent company. And then, so I've also had some personal ventures in the agriculture industry. I've done some real estate, and also I used to do plays. So I used to write and produce plays and production. So you see, you can see a serious side of me, and I also have a fun side and a jokified side, as they would say, right? So, but I respect the arts, and so you will always a lot of the stuff that I've done up here has been to promote the arts, promote us telling our stories as a people, and trying to encourage our young artists and scholarships, etc. So that's a little snapshot of when I came into diplomacy. Yeah.
Oh. So before I continue, tell us one of the plays that you wrote.
Okay, so
the name of one.
Laugh It Off was in 2015. Laugh It Off. No man, you would know it. But I tell you this: what is funny? And I was listening to your briefly to the gentleman before, who was so passionate about Jamaica. But I used to make fun of politicians in that place. I would do impersonations of different politicians and topical issues. Yeah, man, so I could get myself in trouble. So I have to be careful, right? So, but no, we used to do, not just me, but
no, you can't do that now, though. I'm sure of that.
No, I have to be careful. But it's like what they call like satire, a Saturday Night Live type production, where we would make fun of topical events taking place in Jamaica. So anything that was topical at the time, we would have a scene about it. In fact, I give you a joke. One of the scenes I had, it was like about 20 different short scenes, and we did a spoof of a Beatles song called using the melody of "Let It Be." If you know that song, "Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be." So how the scene was that we had some prisoners, we had some DJs coming out, and one DJ was left incarcerated, and him asked the water, how come everybody getting off? And him said, well, if you want get off, let me tell you what you need to do. And then he started his song. When you find yourself in time of trouble, pure jail time you look to see. Only one way to get out, get KD. So I was KD9 because at the time it was extremely popular. And let me tell you something, KD9 came to the show, man, he came on stage, he was dancing with us. He wanted to take it all over to Jamaica. But that was, so it was just having good fun with all the different politicians and not taking any sides. Just, yeah, man, it was very funny, man. He enjoyed it. I still have tapes with him endorsing the play and everything. So that was one of the many scenes, but we would do that type of work. Yeah.
Wonderful. So given that you would have had a full life in the corporate world, especially in Jamaica, why diplomacy?
Well, I mean, you get an opportunity to represent your country at, I'd say one of the highest levels, because the USA has our largest Jamaican diaspora, and the diaspora is so important to us as a country. And the region we cover right now is 13 states. So we cover Florida, Georgia, Texas, North and South Carolina, Tennessee, Louisiana, New Mexico, Alabama, Arizona, to name a few, right? So a lot of Jamaicans
Consul General, if I say right now in the comments, Florida, New York, no, not New York, sorry, Florida, Alabama, Connecticut, you would be surprised to see how many people are here watching you right now.
Well,
from
big up to everybody.
States that you actually represent.
Yes, big up to everybody.
Yes, man. So, given that you are knowing, go ahead.
No, man, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and I was just saying that even Alabama, you have. I try to go to Alabama once a year. So I typically, this is the only year I'd miss. But I go down there and they have an annual festival, and I try to use the opportunity there to connect with our Jamaicans there, and also support their fundraising activities in Alabama. Right. In fact, we have set up a MOU, a memorandum of understanding between University of Alabama and the University of the West Indies, where they have exchange programs. Nice. Yeah, and also exchange of research, especially along the lines of sickle cell. So that is one of the outcomes we have had from that engagement. But quite a good community there in Alabama. Small. The biggest communities in the diaspora are in Florida and New York by far. And United States has the largest diaspora, again, by far, over anywhere else in the world. So it's a very important region for us, for the diaspora.
Yeah. So let us get down to the work that you do through the consulate now. I know that commerce and trade in relation to culture and the other industries, whatever the finance, whatever skills Jamaica can have, to export and to import. What does your office really do as it relates to that kind of exchange?
Okay, good question. And I want to just big up my 16-member team at the consulate. It's a small team, big responsibility. But to answer your question, we do a lot of work promoting Jamaica as an investment opportunity, and we really try to to hammer home, to promote the point that Jamaicans and should invest in Jamaica, and the time to invest is now. I've been saying that from I got there on the ground in 2018, and some people have been moving in and doing their thing, buying real estate. In fact, I was just with Bishop Fernandez last week. We came down to Jamaica and we built a couple of houses from a gospel concert that we did for Hurricane Melissa.
Oh, nice.
And we did a gospel concert and we raised 150,000 with working with his foundation, Dare to Care. And so we decided from very early that we wanted to come on the ground whenever we had gotten the clearance, because we're working through Food for the Poor, so they have to do their own due diligence about the recipients and who, if they own the land and all that sort of thing. So anyway, we came on and built the house. But the point I was making with that story is that one thing he said to me is that he regrets not jumping on the opportunities I had shared with him and other people in the community about investing. And I told him it's not too late, but people who have invested in real estate, for example, have done extremely well. And that's just one avenue. That's one avenue, because whether we like it or not, whether we think Jamaica has been managed properly or not, whatever our personal opinion, we have to look at what are the rating agencies saying about Jamaica, the independent bodies, that we can't go there and try to influence them. What are they saying? They consistently rate Jamaica in a positive light. Standard & Poor's, Moody's, etc. And they reaffirm that positive rating of Jamaica even after the hurricane. And so people are watching around the world, and they're not just watching, they're taking action. When you have a situation where you have a crime, your crime rate has, last year went down by over 50%. Your homicide rate went down by 50%. And this year, it's 27% lower than your record year last year. No matter what political side you are on, at the end of the day, all of us are Team Jamaica, or we should be. And that's a massive accomplishment that all of us need to be proud of, celebrate it, and share it with people. Because what it means is that those who had some doubts about visiting Jamaica can now feel assured to come to Jamaica, take a vacation, and invest in our tourism. Come and enjoy a vacation. It's over 30% of our revenue come from tourism. So in a long-winded way, we promote the opportunities available in Jamaica, whether it's in tourism, whether it's in agriculture, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in the stock market, whether it's in the BPO sector, whether it's in manufacturing, or the logistics hub. Right, we go into details. We work closely with JAMPRO. We do presentations, we do investment roadshows. Companies come to us at the consulate. They do courtesy visits. We talk to them. We help support them. In fact, there's one gentleman who started a cargo company out of Miami. We worked with him from day one. So he has been up and running now for over a year. And so he has this plane, takes cargo from Miami to Kingston, Jamaica, and Kingston, Jamaica up to Miami. So we have helped him to, get some customers, supporting his business by helping to promote. And so this is just an example. I have several companies who come and do courtesy visits with us. And so again, we do a lot of work promoting Jamaica.
So two things though. So anyone right now with an idea could come to the consulate, meet with your team, you and your team, and get assistance in relation to how to properly navigate the spaces. That's one. And two, I hear you make mention of, investment, but what about, so I know two terms, foreign direct investment And I learned this term recently through studies, DDI, that's diaspora and direct investment. And I wanted to focus on the diaspora and direct investment. I'll tell you why after you answer the first question.
Yeah. And you may be referring to David Mullins. He developed a fund. David is a very good friend of mine. We work closely together. In fact, from day one when I came in to Miami, he has been somebody that has, worked with us at the consulate, and he has a fund that basically you can buy into the fund, and it will trade in the States, and what it does is a composite of Jamaican stocks, Jamaican companies. So you can buy into Jamaica into a set of funds, but from the United States, right? David can explain far better than I, but that's the gist of it. And so he has been going through a process of getting regulatory approval and stuff, and I believe he's at the stage now where that is ready, and people can invest in it and enjoy the benefits from the diaspora, investing in that fund, the diaspora. I heard him call it the other night, the DDI, right? But all our Jamaicans living here in the States can invest back home. Listen, even as simple as a stock market, because sometimes you might hear real estate and people start to say, but Consul General, we don't have the money to go invest back them big money there. So, and what do we do? Two things. You can exercise your benefits through NHD, and you can pool together resources, and a lot more affordable houses coming to market. But also the stock market, even though the prices are not jumping right now, but that's a very good time to buy. We have over 106 stocks on the stock market, the regular market and the junior market, and the micro market is coming. So buy some Jamaican stocks. You have, and I'm not an investment advisor, so I can't formally give you an investment advice about specific stocks, but I can speak generally. I mean, from the comfort of my office, during my lunchtime, I can go online and use a platform, a Jamaican-based platform, to buy stocks from the comfort of my office anywhere in the United States, anywhere in the world, and buy my stocks without speaking to anybody on the phone. That's something that a lot of people are not even aware of. So you can literally start investing in Jamaica right away. Just set up your account. Set up your account. It may take a little time at the start because you have to know your customer. The banks have to do that to minimize any sort of money laundering. But once you have set up your account and the bank has done their due diligence, after that, you don't need to talk to anybody. You can do most of this stuff online. So that was one. What was your first question again, Ishmael? I went to number 2. If you compete,
that's okay.
If you want to come to us,
so there are people online now who would want to make the link from Jamaica to the US because they have a business proposal or they already have a business. I know of a very good friend of mine. He does his sauces and his seasonings and his and stuff like that. So what can your office do to bridge that gap so that maybe he wants to sell in Jamaica and he wants to also sell in America?
What I would say is this. Everybody who is doing a business, right? If you're doing a business, there's going to be most of the work that you have to do to build your business. You are going to have to do it. Your proper due diligence, your marketing, your setting up a structure. There are institutions that will give you some help along the way. Like Jampro is one agency that we tend to refer people to. So we are more the connector as opposed to somebody who's going to sit down and give you a business plan. That's not us. We're more the connector. So a lot of persons in
So
the
I
US.
want to do things the Consul General will tell me. So
I will
if I
work
want
on
to
it.
do something, the Consul General, forgive me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So I'm more. So
All
you'll
right.
come and So you'll find. You remember, no, Jamaicans will have a very good sense of a lot of things that need to be done already back home. But you'll have individuals coming up as to enter the US for the first time. They will do a courtesy visit at our office here at the consulate. We will give them some sort of preliminary information about the market. I have a weekly show that I do similar like you. I know your thing very proper, man. I love it. Set up very nice. But we do a weekly call, and we have different persons from the community. They come on for an hour, and we speak about upcoming events. We talk about things that impact them as a community, and have persons talk about different topics that are of importance. Like, for example, during a hurricane, there was a lot of the programs were geared around giving people information about how they can provide hurricane relief and updates about how the hurricane relief program was going and that sort of thing. So, so again, to answer your question, yes, you can come and do a courtesy visit with us, and we can talk to you. We can connect you as best as we can from our office. But there is a full engine of support that is through Jambo that we normally connect persons with. We are normally connecting people because we have a small team and we do other stuff,
Okay. All right. So my final question is, as it relates to your office and diplomacy, how do you work with the Jamaican government, the Jamaican government as a whole, not just the government members, but the government as a whole, being government, opposition, and the American government, which is the government as a whole? How does that work?
Very good question. I mean, we are like your friends here. We represent Jamaica and Jamaicans in the United States with responsibility for those particular states. And so persons will get their passports renewed through our office, right? Or if you're in, right? So we deal with passports. That's a lot about bread and butter matters that we deal with, things like people getting their passports. Every day from Monday to Friday, we have persons come in who want to renew their passports, who are getting a first-time passport. And so we offer that service from the United States. Even though we don't print the passport, we just assemble the applications and send it to PICA, and then it comes back and to us, and then we send out to persons in the community. The other thing is citizenship.
Nice.
So if for example you're in the States and you have children in the States, your children are entitled to become Jamaican citizens, and so we also facilitate that process. Whether citizenship by descent, there's also citizenship by marriage, but the most popular one is citizenship by descent, and very popular. I mean, the numbers are growing dramatically, and so persons are utilize citizenship by descent and stuff. And so every day between Monday and Friday, we do that service to the public. We do other things. We work with Tourist Board, promoting Jamaica. We do a lot of the groups doing fundraisers will invite me to come and speak. And so a lot of the work that takes place, I will get involved in it as a speaker, promoting. So a lot of the relief coming to Jamaica will come through our offices. Hurricane relief, for example. Because of our proximity to Jamaica, we work with companies like Food for the Poor, Global Empowerment Mission, World Central Kitchens that provided over 6 million meals on the ground. We provide support with them. A lot of the relief items that came to Jamaica, I would say well over $40 million worth of relief items. We had some sort of involvement with that. Yeah, man, it's significant. So I mean, when I listen, I could talk a lot about that because what happened is that, let me give you an example. We have 30 elected officials in
You
just
had to
South
do.
Florida.
Did you have to do inventory for all of those?
No, no, no,
That's
no. Let me
that's a
explain.
lot.
Let me explain. No, let me explain. I don't want persons to. Let me go through carefully what I'm saying. So, say for example, you were in Fort Lauderdale, and you had some items you wanted to get to Jamaica, right? What we organized is to use Food for the Poor, which is based in South Florida, and another institution called Global Empowerment Mission. They have massive warehouses, and they have also the ability to collect the items, package them, and then ship them down to Jamaica. So what we did, we worked with them to get volunteers to help load the containers, to help prepare the packages to go to Jamaica. All right. So we've instead of us doing the heavy lifting, we don't have the manpower to do that. So we organized the community in a way that most of the stuff that came from our region went through these guys, Food for the Poor and Global Empowerment Mission. So most of that aid that you saw coming from those agencies on the ground, a lot of that came through our coordination for Jamaicans up there to send through them to go to Jamaica, right? A lot of people don't know that, but we work very closely with Food for the Poor.
You probably never sleep for about 21 days then.
Listen, it was rough, but we were organized because of Hurricane Beryl. Hurricane Beryl was a blessing in disguise. Hurricane Beryl a year before had us working nonstop. But when we learned how to organize ourselves properly, we were far more efficient this time around. We gave people 3 ways that they could participate in helping Jamaica. One, you could volunteer your time. We had over 6,000 Jamaicans who volunteered their time to just help to pack containers and all of that. 2, people could make a monetary contribution. 3, you could provide items to come to Jamaica. Those are the 3 ways. And we provided information. So a lot of the stuff you see that came on the ground, that people relief items on the ground. A lot of people don't talk about what was actually went on the ground that people received and received quickly. A lot of people forget that side, you know. They will only remember parts of the hurricane relief that were not perfect. But there are lots of things that worked extremely well. And I kudos to everybody involved. But Hurricane Beryl prepared everybody to work more efficiently. And even us up here, the communities were able to quickly set up drop-off points. We have about 30 elected officials up here who are of Jamaican descent. They set up drop-off points in their cities. They collected items. We ensured that those went into Food for the Poor or into GEM and came down to Jamaica. Within 2 days, we had a lot of these items on the ground in Jamaica, and there was no bureaucracy because they went through quickly.
Yes.
And a lot of these lessons we learned because of Hurricane Beryl. Yeah.
Nice. So I'm seeing a lot of questions, and one in particular is, how can they get to you?
Yes.
In the, at the consulate. So does the consulate have a number they can call?
Yes. However, here's what I'm going to suggest on your show here. I hope I don't set up myself too much, right? But send me a DM on my Instagram.
Continue.
Yes, I set it up myself, but it's all right. I'm going to try. So send me a DM. Send me a DM. Follow the Instagram page. Send me a DM on Instagram, right? Just drop a note that you're on this show. Ishmael, the Deeper Jamaica TV show, right? And then let's talk about what specifically you want, and see how best we can support, right? And that's always a good way to measure. I do a lot of radio talk shows and programs and stuff like that, and I'll make the appeal, and then I don't see anybody reach out, but some I'm hoping that I see an overflow, and that's always it's always a good problem to solve.
All right, Sir Consul General, we appreciate you coming on. Any final words you have for the guests who who are actually members of who you oversee?
What I would say is this: bet on Jamaica. Despite the challenges that we're going through, I mean, even a hurricane, you know, it took United States 12 years to get over Hurricane Katrina. 12 years. Let that sink in. 12 years. It took United States 25 years to get over Hurricane Andrew. Despite the challenges that exist right now, even with the hurricane, look at it. In short time, the roads were clear. People got back water. People got back light. Hotels are about 80% open, but a lot of the hotels that are not open, my personal opinion, I think their hotel management team didn't expect them for us to recover that quickly, and so they had moved some of their volume to other countries. But my message in closing is bet on Jamaica. No matter what stage you're at, don't have the regret that my good friend Bishop Fernandez, sorry to use his name so much today, but he said to me, Consul General, I regret that I didn't take your advice 3 years ago and make an investment. And I said to him, it's not too late, Bishop. It's still time. Bet on your own country. Bet on the black, green, and gold, right? And reap reward for yourself and your family. Because at the end of the day, we have to look out for our family. So I would say bet on Jamaica and give Jamaica the benefit of the doubt, regardless whether you promote side A or the government, or you promote the opposition. You had asked me the question about...
You know, I call the name.
No, listen, I can tell you that we support, at the consulate, I have friends on both sides. They call me for everything. They call me. I have a very good relationship with both the Prime Minister and the leader of the opposition. We speak. In fact, the leader of the opposition.
Good, that's wonderful to hear.
No, man, and big up to them. They're two gentlemen I highly respect. And you know, just the other day I was on a concert, Powerful Men and Women, with the leader of the opposition. He sang in the first half. I sang in the second half. And you know, whenever he has had it, when he come and do a visit to Florida, they stop by with the team, and you know, we a couple of them are up here now with football, and they call me and they say, CG, anything, that's what they call me, CG. Any events going on, and I direct them to some of the events up here, and if they run into problems, anybody, government or opposition, that they need some kind of, they have some challenge with, they have my number, they call me all the time, and I help both sides, and I promote. One of the things I promote in closing, you see, your prime ministers, no matter what side they come on, and your leaders, it might be hard, but we should show all of them respect. Even if you don't like them, show them respect. It's not anybody can reach to the level of a prime minister or a minister. And even though we hold them accountable, let us also support them because they're leading the charge. And so all the prime ministers on both sides coming along the way, I always try to promote something positive that each of them did, right? And when they come here, whether it is former Prime Minister PJ Patterson, former Prime Minister Bruce Golding, they all have my number, and I've worked with each one of them individually, and I can tell you, each one of them has contributed significantly to our country. Some more than others, and you can argue for that, but each of them have done something significantly and deserve respect. One love.
Thank you so much. That is Consul General Oliver Mair, sitting Consul General for Miami, Florida, and the Southern Coast here on Deeper Jamaica TV. Thank you so much, Consul General Oliver Mair. I know you guys have a lot of questions for him. I don't know why you can say some things, but I love in the same way. Nevertheless, you can reach him from his social media handle, Mair Oliver, on Instagram. Him say just leave a note and say you are from Deeper Jamaica. Go and have it out to him. A good youth, you know. I can promise you, a good youth. And Councillor Oliver Mair, I have something that I want to put to you as well. But that is off the air. I'm not going to say it yet. Won't say it yet to you. But we absolutely give thanks. It is now 5 minutes to the hour of 9. We normally end at 8:30. But thank you so much. I think this is a fitting way to end the program with that interview. I know some of you might not. Remember. Benita is putting it in the chat. But thank you so much again, Councillor Oliver Mair, Councillor General Oliver Mair. I think it is, sometimes it is wonderful for us to get this information because we have people here who advertise with this page and they are from the diaspora. So it stands to reason that we are business oriented. And because of that, commerce and investment is something that we have to take seriously. So give the Consul General a call. Him will tell you where to go. And just tell him, say, Ishmael, you're not forgiving no money, man. Everything go, just big me up. But yes, guys, thank you so much. This is Deeper Jamaica TV. It was a chilled show. I have more information I can share, but there is tomorrow. Until tomorrow again, remember, as the Consul General say, Jamaica first. And as I would say, it is always Operation Rescue Jamaica. I'm getting a call. Oh, the person hang up. May I wonder if I call back? Should I? Okay, I'm hearing that I should take some calls. Let me take some calls. Thank you for calling. Good evening.
Night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Deep Divers. That was a very good interview. We
Thank
love
you.
what's going on the program, and I hope everybody go and subscribe to the Instagram page. Send your questions. Let us take advantage of this opportunity. You know, sometimes we want to do things, but we doubt ourselves. We think we don't have the finance, or we think we don't have the know-how.
Yes.
But there is help out there for us. Let us take advantage. You know, I
Yes,
am
yes.
interested in investing in real estate. It doesn't have to be like, you know, the stock market or anything that, you know, you think you're gonna gamble on. But with real estate, you cannot go wrong. So Ishmael, big up your nice, clean self. I love what you're doing. Please don't end the program as yet. Just go a little more, take some calls, and just let us chill for another 10, 15 minutes.
All right,
Deep
not a
dive was
problem.
calling and just yeah, I want to invest because you know
Yes.
that's the way to go, real
Yes.
estate. So thank you so much, Ishmael. I love the direction that your program is going. And may God continue to bless you. All right.
Thank
Good
you
night,
so
deep
much.
divers.
Good night, caller. Good night. I appreciate. I did, Abina. I did touch it in the first part. I did. But the Consul General's office has nothing to do with the TCN, so I couldn't have asked him that. But I promise you, something huge is coming as it relates to the TCN. That much I can promise you. Something huge is coming as it relates to that. Them say you must call me, so call me. Herbert Touslin, how are you? Thank you for... See, Herbert, you can reach out to me. I have the Consul General's information. Reach out to me, and I can assist you with that. Remember, you know, deep divers. The intention of this program is not just to educate you, but is to assist you. Is to assist you in every single way that is humanly possible. That is the intention, because if I am earning, so should you. If I am getting knowledge, so should you. And that is part of the reason why I decided to have on the Consul General, because many of us don't even know where the Consul General's office is, and you live overseas. But if it is that you can call him, then or you can talk to him, then, you know, you have a direct link. You know, as Jamaica that say, we don't have a link. Abina, we have fight the thing, so come on, man, Abina. Call in, Abina. Sarkody. Call in, man. Oh yeah, bites are hard. But yes, Jamaica, I thank you so much, because yes, a lot of things are happening that is bad with Jamaica, but we are the ones who must fix it. So it's not just at the polls that we need to fix Jamaica. We need to fix Jamaica from our individual lives. And when we fix Jamaica from our individual lives, then we can start making serious impact on the country that we love so much. That is what this program is about. Holistically, we will make a difference in the life of others, also in our personal lives. That is what this is about. Judith said, Andrew, keeping them on Andrew team. No, Aris. So there's something called DDI. Let me explain what DDI is quickly. Diaspora and direct investment. So if it is that you don't want invest, instead of make foreign people invest, invest self. So pool the funds together and then buy like one hotel, buy like one house, buy like one property, buy like one beachfront property, or buy one franchise and carry it down here. That is diaspora direct investment. Because it no means that a white people own it now, own it. And then you can pass it down to the children and the children's children. You understand what I say? But thank you so much, deep divers. Until tomorrow, it is always Operation Rescue Jamaica. Until tomorrow, take care.
Welcome to Deeper Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface, where the facts matter, where the people have a voice. Let's dive deeper.
Jamaica, where the headlines don't stop at the surface.
You don't ever do that, member.
Where the
Marshall, please. Angela Brownberg.